Straight out of the theater reaction. What did I think? Some people are saying this is already his best film. I don't think it is, but I do think it's top four. I think Dark Knight and Following, for me, are his best works. I think Nolan fans will disagree a lot, but it is definitely top five, top four for me. There were a few problems and flaws, not too many, with the dialogue and how heavy it is. It's a long film. I did not feel it dragged, but if you're not used to Nolan, you may feel that the great story was in the first 2 hours and the third hour kind of just was slack. I will warn people, this is very much a Nolan Cillian Murphy film. There are other characters, there are other actors, but they're there to service that story. And this is a very mythological interpretation. This is not the history at all of physics or the bomb or Oppenheimer. This is a very mythological interpretation, so they're taking a lot of liberties with history, and I wish they stuck closer to the history because it was exciting enough, but they do a few things to try to make it like a thriller, which is fine, but I didn't think they needed to do that. And you will definitely complain that the trailer makes it seem like we're getting a lot with this person or that person. Don't want to spoil things, but you will definitely feel like, oh, I wish we had more time with XYZ. Well, so be it. I wish too, but they're there to service his story, and that's the story Nolan wanted. It's an excellent story. It's very well done. A few flaws with the sound design, the way dialogue is done, and some editing and script decisions, but this is pretty near perfect. It's not a biopic. I want to warn people, this is not a biopic. Oliver Stone film, and I'll explain in other reviews, but that's basically what it is. If you want to say, like, well, what is this? It's JFK, but Christopher Nolan style. If you like Oliver Stone and like JFK, you'll really dig this. But if you don't like JFK, then you'll be like, it'll be a little confusing. But I loved it. It's a really great film. I encourage you to see it, but it will, I think, be polarizing. I think initially people will love it, but more and more people will be split on Oppenheimer. A great film, but very odd film.